Hi, it's Scott here with a quick clip on how to develop boundaries in relationships. It can be with a new colleague, it can be with an established colleague you've worked with for many months, many years that you get along with. So often boundaries aren't agreed in relationships, they just become, and then they become the norm, whether they're healthy for everyone or whether they're not healthy but just tolerated. So here are a couple of quick things, how to use emotional intelligence, language patterns to develop boundaries in relationships. First of all, if it's someone we're not getting along with particularly well, or we're not working particularly well with, the last thing we want to say is, you really piss me off, or you're really doing my head in, or you make me feel this way, that way, or any other way. That's not healthy, and it disregards that they might not actually know that there's a problem. So a way to approach this is, if your name's John, for example, which is probably not, John, may I share a thought on how we can work even better together to get this done right first time, on time, and perhaps even enjoy getting it done as well? What have we done there? We've used the word even before better to presuppose that we're doing okay anyway, and it's not addressing a weakness or starting from a position of weakness. Also, we're not attacking, we're not undermining, and we're not questioning you, John, and the way you work. All I'm asking is, may I share a couple of thoughts on how we can work even better together? You can partner that also with, I'd really appreciate you hearing your thoughts as well on how we can do that. What are we doing there? We're inviting their brain to think, well, if it is bad, I'm being invited to help make it better. If it's pretty good anyway, we can make it even better. So that's a couple of quick ways to develop boundaries in relationships. Also, another way to do this is if people are overstepping this imaginary mark, this imaginary line in the sand, and it's something that's really going against our personal values or standards, what we don't want to say is, you did this, I feel bad. Again, we're giving away our right to think and feel for ourselves. What we can say is, I didn't appreciate it when you did A. Next time, would you please do B? John, I didn't appreciate it when you just jumped in halfway through what I was saying in that meeting, and I was just about to get to the recommendation. For next time, would you please wait until I finish so you fully heard me out, because there may be some information you don't yet know, you may not be aware of. All we're doing there, we're not saying you did that, I felt bad, we're saying, this is what happened. Next time I'd appreciate it if you did this. Those are a couple of quick ways to set boundaries in relationships. One final one, so we can stay below 3 minutes, is if you're working with someone on a project, a client, a stakeholder, say, look, could I just check with you what you value most in a working relationship? It scares the heck out of people's brains because people don't ask it. They just go on autopilot and then drift through a relationship hoping it's not that bad. And if it's good, it's a bonus. Could I please check with you, what do you really value most in a working relationship, as we'll be working together on this for the next 2 months? And when they tell you, well, loyalty, what does that mean? Never disagree, always be on my side, even if my decisions are fundamentally flawed? No. Well, why is loyalty important to you? Well, I need someone I can depend upon. Trust, that big fluffy thing. Trust, what? Trust my technical competence or my personal character, or both? So, whatever they come up with, just go with it. Could I check what you value most in a working relationship? Because, remember, the brain needs becauses, it needs reasons. I want to ensure that we achieve as much as we can together, enjoy the journey if we can, but also minimise the possibility of things not going as they should. So that's me. It's Friday afternoon. That's how to develop boundaries in relationships. Have a fabulous weekend, or if you're watching this on Monday or Tuesday, etc. Hope you had a fabulous weekend, and start applying these things this week and see how you go.